Good evening and welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. Paul Skenes wants to be a New York Yankee from an anonymous player. Hot air or the real deal? We'll break it down. New York Minute Sports. It's New York sports for New York nuts. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go!
It's New York Minute Sports.
Paul Skenes wants to be a New York Yankee, and I think that somebody actually from the Yankees organization could have leaked this to start the wheels in motion to get Paul Skenes in pinstripes in the Bronx. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, folks. I don't know about this. Paul Skenes is going to be a free agent in 2029. The Pittsburgh Pirates hold control over him for another 4 years. With the new rules in Major League Baseball, you have to be in the league for 6 years before you become a free agent, and he will be the most sought-after, highly touted free agent ever in Major League Baseball history. So now the Pirates for the next 4 years hold all the cards. They can hold him hostage if they want, or they can sell him for a king's ransom, and that's exactly what the New York Yankees want to do for Paul Skenes. My question to you, Yankee fans, is who would you be willing to give up in a trade for Paul Skenes? Because when you have talent like this, a generational starter talent, this is all hands on deck, and anybody could be had. This is a proposed trade. Spencer Jones, Lombard Jr., Will Warren, Clark Schmidt, Jason Domínguez, Luis Heel. Send them all to Pittsburgh for Paul Skenes. You might ask, Uncle Eric, are you nuts? Have you lost it? You're going to give up the whole farm system for Paul Skenes? Let me tell you about this. Let's go in the Wayback Machine to another Pittsburgh Pirates team. The New York Yankees stopped a trade for Garrett Cole before he went to the Astros because they didn't want to give up Cole-Andújar. I'll repeat, the Yankees missed out on Garrett Cole the first time around because they didn't want to give up Cole-Andújar, who's the third baseman for the Oakland A's. So this is what I'm talking about. The New York Yankees, when the opportunity presents itself, the Yankees right now have one of the strongest farm systems in all of Major League Baseball. If they're getting rumors like this, I say go for it. Anybody that's not nailed down, give them up. Spencer Jones, if the Yankees believed in him so much, they would make him start center field next year with 30 home runs in the minor leagues. They don't believe in him. We heard how Jason Domínguez could play center field. Now he plays left field like he's on roller skates. I don't have a trust in the positional players in the Yankees development system. Aaron Judge and Robinson Cano were like the two guys in the last 20 years who they developed playing in positional players. Ben Rice is not proven yet. I don't want to hear about that. So the New York Yankees, everybody can be had. Hell, throw Jazz Chisholm in there if you want to do it. Give him a 30 home run second baseman that they don't have to pay for a year, that the Yankees can pick up a bill on. This guy, I'm telling you, you're willing to move heaven and earth for this guy. Let's hear what Michael Kay had to say on his show today about this whole situation.
Skenes has told his teammates that he wants to play for the Yankees. Now, all due respect to Randy Miller, his sources are his sources. I don't have any idea who they would be. Can you imagine telling your teammates on one team that you want to pitch for another team?
Yeah, I can believe that in a second. It doesn't seem to make sense to Michael Kay, but it makes complete sense to me. The Pittsburgh Pirate players feel like they're in Shawshank Redemption prison. Okay? They're waiting and counting their days to get out. They're putting a chalk on the side of the concrete wall to how many days until they can get out of prison. And that's exactly where Paul Skenes is. He is in baseball purgatory and the Pirates. They have one of the worst owners in all of Major League Baseball who pockets $300 million a year and does absolutely nothing for his baseball team. So yeah, when you're a talented guy like Paul Skenes, you're probably like, yeah, man, I want to be a New York Yankee. And they're like, yeah, me too. I want to be a Dodger. I bet you they sit around, have beers after the game, and talk about what team they're going to go to after they leave the Pittsburgh Pirates, because God knows that I would be willing to do it. Now, let's go back in the Wayback Machine, because the Yankees tried to kick the tires and light the fires for Paul Skenes earlier during the trade deadline, and this is what John Heyman had to say. The Yankees were one of the only a handful of teams, fewer than 5, that checked in on Paul Skenes, even after word was out that the Pirates had no intention on trading the Cy Young leader. That was the one case where the Yankees were willing to discuss Spencer Jones and George Lombard Jr., but talks went nowhere. They just figured a phone call couldn't hurt. That's what I'm talking about, folks. We heard about Anthony Volpe's greatness, okay? And where is he right now? We heard about Jason Domínguez being the Martian and a 5-tool player. What have we seen from him so far? I know he's young. He plays outfield like he's on roller skates. So, it's a great story to talk about on a Wednesday in November, because it's a slow news day, and I think that's exactly what this story is. But hey, maybe this starts the fire, and this starts the conversation about Paul Skenes coming to the Bronx, because, Yankee fans, let's just think about this. If the Yankees could get Paul Skenes over to the Yankees with under the tutelage of Garrett Cole and Max Fried, the world is your oyster. And if I were trading for Paul Skenes, I'd give up Will Warren, Clark Schmidt, Luis Seal, Spencer Jones, Lombard Jr., and Jason Domínguez. That's 6 players. And I think that you could get Paul Skenes for all those guys. All those dudes are still in their rookie contracts. The Pirates don't have to pay them anything. If they turn out to be great, they can make a run at the Central and have one good year, because that's what the Pirates do. They still have one of the best stadiums in all of Major League Baseball. They still bring in the most amount of revenue in all of Major League Baseball. So the Pirates, they are going to sit there and they're going to act like the bell at the ball. They're going to have trade demand after trade demand come across their desk, and it's going to be up to them to where to send Paul Skenes. But Paul Skenes is going to win the Cy Young Award, so I don't know when or where Paul Skenes is going to go, but when he does, it is going to be a tectonic plate shift in all of Major League Baseball. And you can shift right over to Instagram at New York Minute. And that's NEWYRKMIN right here on YouTube. Yankees hot stove and off season, guys. I'm going to have you covered wall to wall. Don't go anywhere else. It's New York Minute Sports. New York sports for New York nuts. And remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby.